The crucial climate change negotiations in Durban are in their second week, but a consensus does not seem near. Today, India kicks off its high-level political negotiations with Environment Minister Jayanti Natarajan taking control of the talks with other nations. Now, India has criticized the developed nations, especially the US, for not making firm commitments to cut greenhouse gas emissions. A European proposal called the Durban Roadmap has also not found a consensus yet. The EU compromise proposal offers to preserve the Kyoto Protocol with a legally binding parallel treaty which would force all countries to cut emissions, but at different speeds and timescales. The Kyoto Protocol expires next year.
Well, that's right. Now, this is the final week of negotiations, and as in fact political leaders start arriving, the pressure is obviously increasing here at Durban to try and reach some kind of a consensus. Now, India has gone on the record to say in its first press conference here at the summit that it's unhappy with the progress so far. The fact that certain countries which have not signed up to the Kyoto Protocol, obviously referring to the United States, need to clearly come out. They make commitments which they need to announce. So India has clearly come on record to say that once again at the summit. It's saying that a lot of work needs to be done. It's going to be now up to the Indian delegation led by Jayanti Natarajan, the Environment Minister, is going to be here to try and break the impasse there. But India, they're leading one of the leading nations of the developing nations group, trying to at least say that we need to get a deal out by the end of this week, and that's clearly the time frame that has been given to the leaders who've gathered here at Durban.
Former chief climate change negotiator Yodi Boer has said that he was deeply concerned about the ongoing climate negotiations at Durban. He believes the process of negotiating a meaningful climate agreement was failing, and world leaders have failed to reach an international accord to control greenhouse gas emissions. The leaders, he says, are caught in a who will bell the cat first.
I think a bit of the situation that we have at the moment, and certainly the situation that we had in Copenhagen, is that you've got a bunch of international leaders sitting 85 stories up on the edge of a building saying to each other, you jump first and I'll follow. And there is understandably a reluctance to be the first one to jump.